Mario 3D Land is a game on the Nintendo 3DS where players control Mario as he travels through various levels filled with obstacles. The game combines elements from traditional 2D Mario games and 3D Mario games, allowing players to move in both 2D and 3D space. The game's levels are designed to be challenging but fair, encouraging players to explore every nook and cranny. The game also introduces new power-ups, such as the Boomerang Flower and Statue Leaf, that give Mario new abilities to help him overcome obstacles and defeat enemies. Super Mario 3D Land is one of the top 8 essential platformer games on Nintendo 3DS because of its excellent level design. The game is accessible to players of all skill levels, but also offers a challenge for more experienced players. The game's colorful graphics and catchy music also add to its charm. Overall, Super Mario 3D Land is a must-play game for any platformer fan on the Nintendo 3DS. Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D is a platformer game that was released for the Nintendo 3DS in 2013. In the game, players control Donkey Kong and his friend Diddy Kong as they embark on an adventure challenging levels filled with obstacles, enemies, and puzzles that players must overcome using Donkey Kong's unique abilities, such as rolling, ground pounding, and barrel blasting. Players can also team up with Diddy Kong. Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D is considered one of the top 8 essential platformer games on Nintendo 3DS because of its smooth gameplay and clever level design. The game is packed with content, featuring over 70 levels across 8 different worlds. The game also includes extra challenges, such as time trials and collectible items that provide additional graphics and catchy soundtrack are also standout features. The game's visuals are vibrant and detailed, bringing the game's jungle setting to life. The game's soundtrack features upbeat, catchy tunes that perfectly complement the game's fast-paced action. In summary, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D is an essential platformer game on the Nintendo 3DS. Shovel Knight is a retro-style gameplay, 2D side-scrolling platformer game that follows the adventures of a brave knight named Shovel Knight. In the game, players use a shovel as their primary weapon to defeat enemies and dig for treasure. The game has a charming retro art style and features a great soundtrack. Shovel Knight is considered one of the top 8 essential platformer games on Nintendo 3DS because it perfectly captures the essence of classic 2D platformers while introducing new and unique gameplay. The game features tight controls, challenging levels, and a great sense of humor. It also has a ton of content, with multiple campaigns and a plethora of collectibles to find. Overall, Shovel Knight is a must-play game for any platformer fan. It is a shining example of how to make a great retro-style game, while still introducing new and exciting gameplay mechanics. Kirby Triple Deluxe is a platform game for the Nintendo 3DS. In the game, you control Kirby, a cute pink creature who can inhale enemies to copy their abilities. The game includes a variety of levels with different themes, such as forests, deserts, and castles. The levels are filled with enemies, obstacles, and secrets to discover. One of the reasons why Kirby Triple Deluxe is one of the top 8 essential platformer games on Nintendo 3DS is because of its gameplay. The game is easy to pick up and play, but it also offers a good challenge for players who want to complete all the levels and find all the collectibles. The ability to copy enemy abilities adds a lot of variety to the gameplay and allows players to approach challenges in different ways. Another reason why Kirby Triple Deluxe is a great platformer is because of its charming visuals and soundtrack. The game has a colorful and cheerful art style that is sure to put a smile on your face. The soundtrack is also very catchy and memorable, with tunes that will stay in your head long after you stop playing. Overall, Kirby Triple Deluxe is an essential platformer game on Nintendo 3DS because of its fun gameplay, you're a fan of charming visuals, this is definitely a game you should check out. Mighty Switch Force is a platformer game for the Nintendo 3DS that follows the story of a tough cop named Patricia Wagon. Players control Patricia as she uses her wits and gadgets to catch escaped criminals in a futuristic city. What sets Mighty Switch Force apart from other platformers is its unique gameplay mechanic. Players can switch blocks on and off action, adding an challenging level of puzzle solving to the traditional platformer Mighty genre. Switch Force is a game that can keep players engaged for hours on end. Mighty Switch Force is one of the top 8 essential platformer games on Nintendo 3DS because it offers a fresh take on the platformer genre. Its gameplay mechanics are unique, challenging, and rewarding. The game's vibrant and colorful graphics, coupled with its catchy soundtrack, make it a joy to play. Checkpoint! Furthermore, the game's difficulty level strikes a perfect balance between being challenging but not frustratingly difficult. Overall, Mighty Switch Force is a must-play for anyone who enjoys platformer games on the Nintendo 3DS. Cave Story 3D is a popular platformer game available on Nintendo 3DS. It is about a character called Quote who wakes up in a cave without any memories. He soon finds himself in a world threatened by an evil doctor and his army of robots. The gameplay involves exploring different levels, fighting enemies, and collecting items to progress through the game. Cave Story 3D is considered one of the top 8 essential platformer games on Nintendo 3DS for several reasons. It has an engaging storyline and memorable characters that keep players invested in the game. Secondly, the gameplay is challenging but not frustrating, and it has a good balance of platforming and combat. Thirdly, the game has a unique art style that is pleasing to look at and adds to the overall atmosphere of the game. Fourthly, it has a great soundtrack that complements the gameplay and adds to the immersive experience. Lastly, it has a good replay value with multiple endings and hidden secrets to discover. Overall, Cave Story 3D is a must-play game for anyone who enjoys platformers on the Nintendo 3DS. Mutant Mudds is a platform game released for the Nintendo 3DS in 2012. The game follows a young boy named Max who must navigate through levels filled with The game features traditional platforming in order to save his planet from destruction, shooting, and hovering his way through each level. The game received critical acclaim for its tight controls, challenging level design, and retro graphics. It also features a unique mechanic where Max can jump between the foreground and background planes, adding an extra layer of depth to the gameplay. Mutant Mudds is considered one of the top 8 essential platformer games on Nintendo 3DS. It also features a great amount of replayability that it with hidden levels and collectibles to discover. Overall, from the Mutant Mudds is a must-play for any fan of old-school platforming games. Steam World Dig is a platformer game where you play as a steam-powered robot named Rusty in a Western-style world. The game focuses on mining resources, exploring caves, and battling enemies while upgrading your equipment to reach deeper depths. The graphics are charming and the soundtrack is enjoyable. Steam World Dig is one of the top 8 essential platformer games on Nintendo 3DS because of its addicting gameplay, unique art style, and engaging story. The game offers a fun and rewarding experience that keeps players coming back for more. With its combination of platforming, mining, and combat, Steam World Dig offers something for everyone. It's easy to pick up and play but also has enough depth to keep players invested for hours. Overall, Steam World Dig is a must-play for any platformer fan on the Nintendo 3DS.